Yeah,
Yeah, man.
everybody's
It's sad, but it's true. And I feel for Cat. I don't think Cat should be enduring that type of humiliation. He's a great man, but I don't like how Cat is just telling on people for nothing. If somebody play around in other people booty, what business of that is yours? Yeah, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, it's funny. But bro, what business is that of yours? Why you mad at
It's
them?
funny. Don't get me wrong. It's fun.
Why you
Yeah,
mad at
but the way
them?
you say it, you know, you be tickling me when you say certain stuff because you don't be lying.
Look, man, I knew something was up when that white boy walked up on Will Smith and kissed him, and Will smacked him on the face. I said, okay, now something up. That's extortion. When that white
Right.
boy did that to Will, that white boy is basically telling him, I'm gonna tell everybody what you did to me. You better pay up.
right.
He knew what he was doing.
That shit is crazy, man. But yeah, though, yeah, I don't think, I think I think what happened though with Big U, that girl Lauren, I think she got him comfortable. I think she got him comfortable with, with everything that's going on. She got him way too comfortable in such a situation. And I could see her testifying. She gonna have to testify in this case. Y'all knew that, right? She gonna have to take the stand at some point. They're gonna have to put her on the stand at some point. I'm telling you. Because she was with him, and maybe she seen something and hear some things. But boy, as I said, niggas is telling niggas to, oh, he snitched on me, so I'm gonna snitch on him. Wow, that is insane. That
Man,
is
wait till they start snitching on these bodyguards.
these body. We said who the who?
The bodyguards.
Well, the bodyguards already snitched on them. A lot of these bodyguards already getting snitched on.
I don't believe these bodyguards as innocent as they claim. I believe they protected by the law. But these bodyguards ain't innocent, man, because they be banging all the women. The bodyguards be banging these celebrity women, bro. The celebrity women be the ones that chose them.
Right, yeah. The bodyguard. Hold on, let me see.
Was somebody else coming in?
No. Hold on.
Corbin King, what's up with you? What you got to say on the topic? What you think about the Big U setting up? Let me
Man,
see
I'm
Hussle.
just pissed now. Nowadays, these video games ain't filled with nothing but cheaters, bro. I swear to God, it don't even make no damn
That's
sense no more.
that's what you playing.
I'm playing Tekken 8, but you can cheat. You can slow down the game. You know what I'm saying? You can do all kinds of shit. It's like, why are they allowing this shit? They don't do nothing about it, bro. The developers and shit, they don't never do nothing about these cheaters, bro. Never. And it's a gang of games like that now, where it's just constant
Really?
cheating. What's the point? And my thing is, if you go to a big tournament in real life, you can't play that way.
Right.
As soon as I start attacking, it slows the fuck down. Oh my god, this shit is sick, bro.
All you Big U lovers.
Hold on.
You think Big U was the biggest 60? Do you think Big U was the biggest 60? Because in the paperwork,
Who ain't?
he said,
Who else is who bigger than you?
"Hey, to come from distance. I'm the biggest thing. I'm the hunter. I'm do this. I got paperwork on all these dudes around me. Yeah. Little more rock. Turtle. Who else over there that he got work on? Black Ed. You know, Edward Long. Y'all don't know who Edward Long is? He stayed on 57, the Al brother. That's Al Long brother. You know, if you can just imagine what he been saying about you dudes on that phone, on that wiretap, because it's all gonna come out. You guys sat there and thought this dude had y'all best interest at heart. I'm not only talking about them three individuals, but a lot of you dudes. This dude was talking records about a whole lot of people, bro. And if you know, you know, man. If you see, a lot of dudes think y'all don't know the brother like we know him, man. You know, I remember he put a jacket on Slep Rock. Remember he put a jacket on Slep Rock when we was kids? Y'all remember that? Remember he put a jacket on the brother? Y'all know who I'm talking about, may rest in peace. Remember he put a jacket on, he just put jackets on dudes, man, to benefit whatever he had wanted, you know, his own personal gain. Do y'all guys remember that? When you dealing with these wiretaps, bro, and you dealing with this superseding indictment, it's gonna expose, bro, what this man really felt about you guys in the 60s, man, in that Crenshaw district. A lot of brothers talking about, oh man, he was a prominent individual, you know, dealing with the Crenshaw district. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I would give him. When it came down to dealing with some of them kids, not all the kids, but some of them, because he probably selected on that right there because you have RW in the mix at that as well. I would give him the props on that, the looking out for them kids in a certain in a certain degree.
This is. Whew.
I dare you to let
me
me build you a completely free e-commerce store
Holy fuck.
preloaded with 20
That's a lot, bro. Hold
handpicked
on.
products that are trending all over the world. Basically, that
I hate when that shit happened. Just stop right there because I couldn't get that off. But yeah. Man. Niggas
Hey,
encouraging
you
me.
know,
Niggas
girl,
encourage-
Maxwell really not in jail, right?
I don't know.
Jalene Maxwell, she ain't really in jail. She live with her brother.
No, I don't know if she in jail or not, but they could say she down. She done got some. If that ain't her in this jail down here, she done got some people arrested. But I saw the video of the pictures
No,
that these white women is
the girl
posting.
that's impersonating her, that's a clone, my nigga. You know,
Yeah,
Jeffrey
that's what I
doing
say.
that. That's why they
Them
started
pictures.
doing that.
These
They
women
started
been
making
roasted.
clones so they
Hey,
can
bro.
put their clone in jail in case they go.
Chef, these people been roasting these pictures. Fam, this is so funny. They've been roasting these pictures, bro. Like roasting. Like that one white lady, she say, "This is Ghislaine Maxwell. You see her haircut is very expensive cut. I know. That's what I do. I'm a stylist." She say, "Now I don't know who this man is," and she pointed at the picture. That boy, I fell out because she wasn't lying. That looked like an old Asian man. They had a picture with one of them haircuts.
But right, Jeffrey Epstein, they was making
What's up,
clones
Fly?
down in them canyons.
Fly, how you doing? Yeah, that
So
man, I don't
if
know
they
that.
ever got caught up, they was gonna be like, well, shit, we just send the clone in.
Well,
But then again, I don't even think that impersonator of her is locked up. I
you
really
know
don't.
what Rufy, you know what they trying to intercept her phone calls, record her phone calls, go through her mail down here, and she in Texas. I'm telling you, I can bring up some articles right now. She done got a whole bunch of women fired. Everybody trying to get some evidence to sell. They hustling. They down here in this pen hustling, and these ain't the people in prison. These the guards and stuff.
Right.
These ain't the people in jail. These jokers that work there. They trying to get some evidence. As soon as they said they was going after them files, these women went to work.
So you guys are saying that's not her? That's not Elaine Maxwell?
No, that ain't her.
Okay.
That's what they said now. I do know when you in jail a while, you do start looking a little different.
Yeah. You get, you come out. What's going on? What's going on with it in New York? Much respect, Beast. You already know much respect. Shout out to you. Happy Sunday.
Shout out to New York Beast Hood.
What's up, Beast?
Okay, I'm gonna check that. Okay, I'm gonna check some. I'm gonna check that out later on. But yeah, yo, these niggas are encouraging niggas to snitch. I think it's crazy that they putting all this information out there like that, and the case is not even done yet. Is that the new thing now?
I guess so. That's why I say I didn't know. I ain't know it was like that.
Yeah, but yo, apparently even if you bail someone, they could put you out there like that, like your info. But man, it's gonna be a lot of problems in this. A lot of people. You're gonna be in some issue. Gonna be looking at their friends, but that's what it is. Though it's always been like that. Niggas backstabbing niggas, help setting up niggas, their own friends. Like I said, nobody got beef with nobody from other neighborhoods. They just got beef with niggas who they know, and they help plot niggas who they know. Like, you know what I mean? Just like that's like on YouTube. You know what I mean? Niggas don't beef with other niggas. Don't beef for other community. They beef for the people in their community. And all of this stuff. No. I tried to send you a message.
Yeah? Okay, well, I'm going to do a 10-minute break.
Yeah, well, this shit is insane, boy. I can't lie.
What are you doing,
He's making the game looking some type of way. I mean, it's put your shit on there. Come on. I mean, it's making the street look. You can't. If you're hustling out here right now, if you're trying to hustle, you know what I mean. This is what the game is like. This is the new, like nigga gonna tell him. Nigga just gonna tell him. If they feel like making, that's what it seems like. You might as well just you know what I mean. We stay in school to all the young kids. Straight up. This is not the way. You know what I mean, I'm not encouraging no niggas to join this. If niggas snitching on you, bringing you down, setting you up with, you know what I mean, making people going after you to analyze you. Not only that, setting the police on you, and you know what I mean, trying to control what goes. I don't know. That's some other shit. But I can't lie though, Nipsey Hussle, if he put himself in a big when he was doing dope like that and singing, you know what I mean, it's gonna cause problem because now you're making rap money and you're mixing rap money with dope money. You know what I mean, so there goes the problem right there. Anybody, doesn't matter who you is. It doesn't matter who you is.
And Chef, don't get me wrong, man. I like Nipsey Hussle. He made good music. You know what I'm saying? He took care of a lot of people. I just hate that he may have been dealing with that dark side. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
I hate what happened to him. I don't like what happened to Nipsey.
Yeah.
Because in my eyes, he wasn't no bad dude.
Yeah, I can't lie. He actually made, he's making music that would like educate people. I can't lie about that. Majority of these rappers, they don't make music that educate you and teach you about your roots. You see what I'm saying? They try to make that shit fun. Like I like that. I can't lie. I like that. That's why I said low key. These rappers don't understand. It's the culture stuff that will give you the Grammy, but it's all about what you're saying and what you're doing. And what type of agenda you're trying to push. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get an award, or your career is not gonna jump off you talking about analyzing people. But you know what? I agree with you. That nigga was in the dark side. If he was working with the drug cartel like that, because remember, he got set up, on the tour bus with 300, you know what I'm saying? Kilo. So with the cartel, so like and the police. Who said that the cartel couldn't have put a hit on him and blame it on Big U? Like, I don't know. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm just saying. When you're facing and like into that type of lifestyle right there, getting money from both sides, private jets and all that shit. You know what I mean? It's a lot, yo. Niggas gonna feel some type of way. Even if the nigga that put you on, because he don't want you to be bigger than him. You can never be bigger than somebody that put you on. You know what I mean? Because either they're gonna set you up with the police or they're gonna try to get someone to rob you. You gotta do that. How do you think niggas get robbed? If the niggas at the mall, or sometimes they rob the plug or the plug sends somebody to rob them. But they getting too high. You know what I mean? That's what was going on in this situation right here. You know, Nipsey Hussle tried to move up without him, and he's like, nah, I'm gonna put you back into the level. I'm gonna show you who's boss. But if you're in the street, you gotta, that's a type of that comes with it. You know what I mean? It's messed up. That's why I say it's a game. If you're out there in the streets like that, you gotta know what you're doing. It comes with a lot of fuckery, a lot of double cross, a lot of, you know what I mean? Majority of the rappers that are getting shot out here, their friends is the one that was popping them. Like, you know what I mean? And the police find out, they're like, damn, these are your friends that are doing it. You know what I mean? So now they just investigate, and that's sad. You know what I mean? That the first person that the police gonna investigate is your homies, the friends that people are supposed to be your friends that come to your house and eat with your mom. You see what I'm saying? Yo, the streets is dangerous, boy. You can't even trust these little girls that are on your little boy, and these niggas are on your daughter, boy. It's a crazy game out here. You know what I mean? It will eat y'all kids alive, yo. It's crazy. Man. I said, don't trust anybody. Don't trust anybody. Don't let you. If you want to be a rapper, be a rapper. Don't straight up. You gonna be a rapper? You gonna be a rapper? Be a rapper, yo. Don't mix that.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't mix that shit up with dope and all that other stuff and streets and all that. Because your career gonna look crazy when it's over, when it's done over. It's gonna be insane. Now, I kind of like that. He was a good rapper. Anybody got to sit there and say Nipsey Hussle wasn't a good rapper? You're lying. That nigga was a good rapper.
I got y'all in my ear, bro. Don't worry about it. I'll be right back. I'm just cleaning up my mess.
Yeah.
Cooking.
Yeah. Me too. I'm doing a little bit of cooking. I'm almost done too. Yeah, but man, streets is crazy.
Yes, it's a cold game.
Yes, I think that's what's going on, yo. It's a cold game, yo. Hey, Rufio said it on time, yo. He paid his own homie to knock him off. You see what I'm saying? New York, it's cold out here, boy, and that's a lot, yo. Listen, listen, the rappers that are getting shot these days in late 2026, and I mean, my bad, late 2025 and early 2026. Check who's killing each other. I mean, analyzing each other. They all homies. You know what I mean? All homies. Imagine a homie. You guys are in the same crew, and you know what I mean. Now you're like 24 and you're beefing with all your homies. You're like 8. You're 20. You're beefing with all your homies. What are you gonna do? Who's the ox? You see what I'm saying? So now, all your childhood friends, it's crazy. This era we're living in a dangerous time, bro. As I said, if you out there, man, can't be like back in the days when you have these niggas bringing their friends to your house. Tell them niggas stay outside. You know what I mean? Stop bringing people to your crib. Cause these niggas will come back. How do you think some of these people are getting robbed for that? These niggas have no interest in nothing. They're tired. But man, it's sad. I can't lie. They did. I can't lie. Big U's dirty though. And I know he was dirty because by the way he talked in that interview and all that, you could tell he was dirty. Because he was trying to let niggas know, oh, don't believe anything that you hear that's coming out. That showed me right there he was dirty. Did you see Rufio? Did you see what he said before he went to jail?
No.
Yeah, he was telling niggas not to believe anything, but I believe he was dirty. That's why he said all that. I ain't gonna lie. And look, he was dirty. He had the police in his pocket. Paying off niggas with the police. Setting police on niggas. Telling the police, yeah, go pull this car over. They got dope in the car. They got dope in the tour bus. Insane shit. That's why I said that's crazy. Y'all niggas got y'all own business y'all want to take off. Y'all can't have these You know, there's not, you can't have dope or anything. You know, 'cause now when this comes out, your career look like, yo, you know what I mean, your whole lifetime. You know, and it looks crazy because Nipsey Hussle is Muslim, like what Rufio said. You know, they got, but it looks crazy on him that he was a dope dealer. It looks crazy. Looks crazy on him. I can't lie. Man.
Eric Holder, yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that 100%. New York. I agree with you on that 100%. You know what I mean? I think dude got paid. If they go, you know, I think that, and trust me, they gonna find out. They gonna find out how he paid to analyze Big U. It's gonna be insane. Once again, this should come back. I don't know if niggas think they're the boss or they're untouchable when they get certain money, but yo, if you have money and they want you to be down to the bottom, they can let you go to the bottom. They do it to everybody, not only black people, everybody. But it's just like most black people, just like you know, all the shit that Big U was talking on the phone was unnecessary. Imagine that, Rufio. You fucking with a nigga, you helping get a nigga money, and next thing you know what I mean? I wonder if the police played the tape of the Big U family or my bad, the Nipsey Hussle before he died. When did they know this information? You see what I'm saying? Did they know this information before Nipsey Hussle died? And did not stop. I don't know. They might have, yo. They might have. Everybody coming out and talking now and doing all this shit. They might have. I think they might have, Rufio. I think they might have, yeah. Hold on. Let me get this other thing dude up here that was saying something. You know, it just, yeah, everybody going down. It seems like a lot of niggas in this situation, they going to jail. Watch who you. There's one thing we ain't doing. But growing up, you know what I mean? No nigga was saying, oh, that nigga snitch on me, I'm going to snitch on him. That was out of the category. That doesn't make you nobody good. Once again, you can think you be saving yourself, them niggas set you up. I mean, so liars, yeah. Not your friend when you're committing crimes. That's how people gotta know.
Right.
Oh shit! They said the most wanted cartel boss is dead. Damn, analyze that.
The Mexican cartel?
Say it again.
You talking about the Mexican cartel?
Yeah. That is crazy.
But Trump said he was going after them.
Yeah, he did say that.
He said he was going after them.
That is crazy though. I wonder how they got him. But you see that? I told you. That's why I said Ryan Redden. He was no real boss. You know what I mean? Because the real plugs are going up. Like, you see what I'm saying? Let me continue with this thing right here. This nigga saying he gonna snitch on.
And if you know, man. If you see, a lot of dudes think y'all don't know the brother like we know him, man. You know, I remember he put a jacket on Slep Rock. Remember he put a jacket on Slep Rock when we was kids? Y'all remember that? Remember he put a jacket on the brother? Y'all know who I'm talking about, mate. Rest in peace. Remember he put a jacket on. He just put jackets on dudes, man, to benefit whatever he had wanted, you know, his own personal gain. Y'all guys remember that. When you dealing with these wiretaps, bro, and you dealing with this superseding indictment, it's going to expose, bro, what this man really felt about you guys in the 60s, man, in that Crenshaw district. A lot of brothers talking about, oh man, he was a prominent individual, you know, dealing with the Crenshaw district. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I would give him. When it came down to dealing with some of them kids, not all the kids, but some of them, because he probably selected on that right there because you have RW in the mix at that as well. I would give him the props on that, the looking out for them kids in a certain in a certain degree. I would give him that, but I'm not gonna give him all that. But behind the scenes, you dudes inside that section, he was talking about you like a dog. He was talking about you like a dog, bro. And it's unbelievable how he was talking about you. And I guess, and I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the dudes had the potential, you know, to be in a way that he was deemed to basically fear of getting in a certain position. You guys know who you guys are, right?
But are they gonna come out and talk who they is? Are they gonna come out and say, hey, I'm this guy, I'm the guy that? Nope. Nobody doing all that. If you covering your face, what makes you think they gonna come out and say all this? It's a lot of backstabbing, man. You gotta watch who you moving with. You know, as I said, you know, I don't know, but it's turning on your own people. Because you're and then that's not the way right there. That, you know, that's not at all. I mean, who can if you call you know, who's supposed to trust you as a friend if that's what you're doing? You have no intent to be, you know, your intention is not to be. That's why I said it's crazy. It seems like there's a lot of that going on around where niggas are being around niggas just because a certain thing, not, you know, just because of certain money. And when it's time to get a chance to go up on a nigga, you know, they're gonna go up on a nigga. You know, but man, this shit's crazy around here.
Okay.
Niggas just want to get off on their own homies. Picture me trolling. Niggas just want to get off on their friends. Niggas just plotting on their homies. Niggas see their homies getting on top. They want to bring them down. You know what I mean? They want to. It's crazy. Everybody want to get off on somebody. It's insane.
And another thing, bro. Hey man, they broke down this stuff so tough, man. Even on a murder, bro, it's like they have so many over acts up in there, man. I think it's like 100 and something, over 130, almost 35 over acts up in there, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this, man. I'm gonna keep it real, bro.
Right, big facts, New York.
Hey, Hop. Hey, Bear Claw, Imani,
Nigga,
Tiffany
right?
Hines, Loose Cannon. You guys are cooked, man.
You know why? Because he want. You know why he never got a voice change? Because he want people to know who he is, yo. Trust me, that face mask thing, trust me. Like what you know what I mean? Niggas don't use a voice change. I think niggas want to know who they is, you know. Only the niggas that know them to know who they is.
If you don't corroborate and testify to the fullest of the law, you're done. And I already know that some of you guys gonna get on that stand. Do you tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? I understand why you gonna do that, and I'm not mad at that, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm not mad at that. Because if the shoe was on the other,
you hear that? I don't care. I don't care what he said about if the food was on the other foot. We are not gonna be banging, and just because a nigga working with the devil, we gonna work with the devil. Nigga, you know what I mean? A nigga want to sell his soul, we gonna sell his soul. You're not gonna do that. You know what I mean? You start snitching, you start selling. You know what I mean? You selling your soul to them niggas. They gonna own you. They gonna come back. You know what I mean? For shit that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I gotta listen. It's just crazy. Niggas be crazy around here. It's insane. Stuff that niggas are promoting. Carry on, you know. Niggas is telling niggas to snitch on niggas.
Foot, that's exactly what he would have done, man. When you read this paperwork and you see that second-degree indictment, you're gonna see how selfish this brother was on his highest level. And then when you read the paperwork, it's breaking it down to you like they said that he created. Now, pay attention to this. This is what some of you podcasters need to pay attention to. That he created the influence on the social media, Instagram, Facebook, interviews, podcasting for his fame and to strike fear into those who are around him, or fear into the masses of people. They're saying that you podcasters with y'all dumb butt helped him create or a part of that enterprise. You see, man, the federal government, if you read it, the federal government is pushing a narrative that this man is a vicious, dangerous individual, that he don't care about nobody, that he'll do anything for fame, and he'll do anything for greed, and he'll do anything to be on a position, murder, kill, assault, harm, everything. You know what you guys doing when you guys get on these podcasts and they listen to everything that you guys say, bro. They follow you, bro, on this highest level, bro. And I don't know why y'all don't think this. They follow you. I'm the voice
for
to
sure.
beat you.
For sure. For sure they is. Let me pause on that.
This dude is a rat.
Yeah, for sure. Like anytime you could have 10, 5 people in there, whatever, 20 people. And you saying some stuff and you go back to a next podcast, that's getting support by, you know, some other whatever platform or whatever. Yeah. They definitely in the back listening, trying to add shit up and trying to, you see what I'm saying, take it and turn it into that part. I'm like, yeah, maybe he's right at that, but man.
Bro, we know that all too well, don't we?
Yeah, that we've been seeing that with other platform writers. We said like, damn, that's the same shit Rice said. That's the same shit I said. That's the same shit Hazy said. That's the same shit Nico said. Like, you see what I'm saying? We've been seeing a lot. So he's not lying on that part. For sure, for
and
sure.
then, like he said, y'all part of it. Because y'all was interviewing and making it vainglorious. I told you from the get-go, you're not going to be the police and not get dealt with like a criminal when the police got you doing criminal shit. Now, let me tell you something that makes sense to me. Y'all remember Vlad just made he made a dummy spoof to see how many people would believe exactly what he said about the Jay-Z shit?
Yeah, but Jay-Z,
now it looks like Vlad trying to get out of something.
Yeah, Vlad.
When that man said that, because Vlad interviewed him.
You know what he's doing. You know what he's doing.
Now, don't it look like Vlad trying to get out of some shit?
Yeah.
Now, don't all this make sense now?
Yeah.
Why Vlad would say something like this? That just came to me like that. Now I can't say allegedly that he's not lying about just trying to get ratings or a boost or whatever the hell he said he was doing. But again, between me and you, let's keep it real. Vlad looked like somebody was after him. Didn't he sound like somebody was after him?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did, yep. I know.
And then he came on the next day and said, I'll just put that out there just cause, Bush and see how people would respond.
Right. That don't make no sense, but whatever. Why would you put a story out there like that, though? With a big name, with a big fish like that. A big fish like Jay-Z. Why would you? That don't make no sense. So as I said, they gotta watch these. As I said, they do little shit, and like what dude just said. A lot of these people be helping out these people when they putting up stories, and they be, trying to
hide certain things. I believe that.
That dude is a rat. This dude is a rat. This dude is a rat without no proof. So what you doing, what you have done, you have basically put out a message to the masses of the people to send a message to say that these dudes are no good on the hints or the pretense to want somebody to do something to these dudes. So what you have done, you become a part of the enterprise because you pushing the narrative of Big U. Anytime you get up here without no factual evidence and you pushing the narrative of Big U and you lying and you saying this and you saying that, you don't have no documents to basically back it up. What you have done is you have a relationship with Big U. And some of these podcasts have been on the phone with Big U with like 5.
You think that's true, Rice?
Chef, what did I say?
Yeah.
When I made my comments, what did I say?
Yes, brother. You said a lot
What
of these
did I-
niggas working. You said a lot of these niggas working with some
Not
of these
only that.
niggas. And
No, when it comes to things out the West, what did I say? I'm gonna comment on the information based on what I'm hearing people say, but I don't have nothing to do with that.
yeah.
I don't know him. I'm not in that.
Mm-hmm. You did say that. That's
So
why I'm gonna.
I'm gonna
That's what I
use
said.
everything,
This video is only for
everything
reaction
that I
purposes.
say. Yeah, and everything I say is alleged.
Yeah.
Alleged. I'm going off the comments. I'm going off what I'm hearing. I don't know anything. This is alleged.
That's why I said this video is only for reaction purposes only. Because I don't know really what I'm going.
No. Remember, I told you that I really didn't want to have. I don't want to get into no politics or no shit, but I did bring up certain things like GRYP grip. We found out that's his shit, right?
Yeah.
Who was giving him the money, y'all? Who was giving him the money, Chef?
Who was giving them money? What? He's giving them.
Big U giving them money. No, who was giving Big U the money when he first talk to me?
The police.
Come on, man! You can't dance with the devil and not be the devil. What's wrong with you? You know what he's in jail for right now? He's in jail for trafficking. It's really, to me, human trafficking.
Yeah.
Because they knew he was banging. They gave him the keys to the car. When they got tired of his ass, they snuck somebody in behind him to watch him and make up shit, even if whether it's real or not, to make up shit. So now they built a big portfolio on him on what they wanted to say because they've been following him, right, Chef?
Yeah. Yes. That is a fact, though. We all see it, and we thought they were not making this up.
Remember when I told you there's levels to the game, and you're either gonna be a player or you're gonna be a pawn. Remember I said that? And what did I say Crip Mac was? He's what? A pawn. They move him back and forth, right? They just take him to jail and get him out. Take him to jail, get him out. He don't ever, and he's still Crip walking. Right?
You say that, right?
God damn, man. I'm not
insane, man.
You don't learn shit by being on the outside. Sometimes you get your ass beat severely for shit, and you understand things in a whole nother manner. Let me put it like that.
Yeah, it's insane. This is insane stuff. Crazy ass stuff.
I'm just being honest with you. So it is what it is.
It's good though. This is good. This is good shit.
I didn't mean to tell the truth. I didn't mean it. I just, again, and I also read the Proverbs. You know, if you read the Proverbs in the Bible, I'm telling you, just read it. Just take it as it's literature, art. Somebody rapping you and telling you how to watch people. I told you one thing. It ain't never your enemies that take you down. It's always your friend, because your enemy don't know shit about you. He don't fuck with you.
Right.
Let me ask you something. When Jesus went
It's
when
true
Jesus
though.
went
It's
to
always the
jail,
people. You're right though. It's the people that matter around you that know you that
when Jesus went to jail, what did he say? Pretty much he told that dude, you a spy. They're gonna pay you some money and you're gonna turn me in. Oh no, not me. What happened? He told him he was gonna do it, and he knew he was gonna do it, and he didn't even say, "Wait a minute, I can't do this." He said, "I was gonna do it." See, when you know somebody's heart, it's different. That's what that illustrates. And he didn't have to learn that. He knew that. He was here from the beginning.
Right.
Just because he wasn't manifested in the flesh didn't mean he wasn't the son.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Am I right or wrong, Chef?
You're right, Rice. You're right.
So that's why I read the Proverbs. I can tell you because of reading the Proverbs has a lot to do with why I make judgment calls the way I make judgment calls. I told you, but then again, I also had some other information because again, you're either a pawn or a player. You either got your respect or you don't. And at some point in time, somebody's going to come out that can disrespect you rightfully, and they're going to disrespect you. And then everybody's going to start disrespecting you. Don't you see it? The police was the first to disrespect him. They had the legal right. They hired him. Golly, I told you about grip a long time ago. I warned these youngsters, don't bang no more. It ain't that no more.
It ain't that. It's like, friends, ain't nobody trying to get the people them that it's like what you said, the story you said. The big nigga don't want to go against the big nigga, he want to go against the short and you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The skinny nigga, because and that's what's going on with these gangsters. Like they want to be gangster, but they don't.
They give them the money. They
want to go against
their
friends. You know what I mean? They want to go at their friends. To me, that's not gangster. You know what I mean?
They go. What they do is they give them the ample means, the money, and they let them run rampant through the city, putting people down. And then when they get squeezed, it's time to tell on somebody. So that's how y'all be getting caught. The big homie be telling on you.
Right. Let me
and if you're not a player,
go ahead. My bad.
If you're not a player, you don't see that coming.
Right.
Nip saw that coming. Nip is a player.
Right.
His brother's old school. His brother knew when things was moving wrong. Cowboy knew when things was moving. Do y'all see Cowboy? Now Cowboy was on the stand. One thing you can't call Cowboy was no snitch. And he took the stand for his homeboy. He loved his homeboy. Whatever he got to do, right? But you ain't heard Cowboy in none of this, huh? One of the major players in the game, and you ain't heard his name mentioned not at all in none of this.
Right.
That's amazing. Ain't nobody said they was gonna do nothing to Cowboy. He ain't called no play on Cowboy. That man didn't mention Cowboy. See, when you know the game, you know the game. Either you're gonna be a player or you ain't. Right. You're gonna be a pawn. You don't have a choice in that. I don't know how else. I can't explain it no different. You choose that. Not the game don't choose you, you choose it.
Yep.
And if anytime you let the game make a choice for you, you done. That's what happened. The game made a choice for him. How do we know this? Grip. That's all this. All this comes from the police giving him money and him taking the money and putting it in messed up bank. Am I right or wrong, Chef? Ain't that how all the tracking him got started?
Well, give him 1 sec.
Okay. Where I'll ask him again when he get back. But that's how this all got started. Remember when he got picked up on? Go back and look and see what he got picked up on. I told y'all what was gonna happen. I'm not smart. There's just some wisdom that the Proverbs. I just read them every day. I read them this morning. Every day. What's today? The 22nd? I know because I read Proverbs 22nd.
Yeah, 22nd, February 22nd.
Now I done started submitting. We got my Facebook account banned. And I was just joking, being funny. I'm sorry, Facebook, but that's cool because they all flopped over to TikTok. They like came over there. I didn't even know they were paying attention to me on TikTok. They were like, okay, you over there now? Okay, my shit shot up on TikTok.
That's good.
But I was just playing. It was just a little meme, and it had a little area with a window in it, and it was just a little, it just a little area, but you couldn't really get to it. It was like a little upstairs area, but you couldn't get to it from the house. And so people was asking, well, what is this little area for? And I just said you could smoke crack there, and shit. Now my account is banned.
That's
Great.
I didn't know you couldn't say you can smoke crack. You can't say that on Facebook that you can smoke crack.
It's insane. Insane. We took the blunt, girl?
Maybe
took
I
the
should,
blunt? Hold on.
maybe I shouldn't be saying that either. But
Hold on. Let me get back to this.
6, 7, 8 individuals, and all that's finna come out. They upset like
that was real fast.
they pushing certain narrative. They running live.
Go ahead.
I got to ask you some refreshing questions.
Yeah.
Remember when this all kicked off? I said the only reason they could tag him and know everything he doing is because they taking their money. How did this all start? What was the first charges? He got some money from him, and he didn't put the money in the right accounts, right?
Yeah. They found out that he was doing all type of other shit.
Ain't this how this all started?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I started. Allegedly. Yeah, you're right. That's all
He's the dumbest criminal ever. He's like the dumbest criminal ever.
Right. And said he's the last OG. He's the last OG getting niggas unaliving niggas. That's stupid as hell.
If he's the last OG, I feel bad for your hood.
I know. I know why he's talking about. I don't know why he's talking. And that's
Fucking good.
when he said all that. You know what I mean? You crazy. I can't believe you saying all that.
I mean, if that's how he feels, that's what it is. I can't lie. That's what it is. But I beg to differ.
That's what I don't like. Right?
I'm not from his era. I'm after his era, but
that's why I don't like when people calling me randomly and talking about oh shit. I said, listen, man, I don't go around those ways no more. I don't even, you know what I mean? I was in my, you know what I mean, day, just in case if they got anybody on the line listening. I said, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm a grown man. No, I don't. So if you into some shit and you trying to bring on somebody with you, whoever is listening, go know that this nigga, you know what I mean? You're what's called this, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because that's what's going on, Niggas will go down and bring you down with them, by just one phone call. You know what I mean? You thinking niggas reminisce with you, right? And trying to bring up some, you know what I mean? Trying to trying to act, oh, you don't remember? You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I don't remember. Bye. Real talk, Gotta watch yourself, You gotta watch himself, I said this situation is sad, This is sad. You know what I mean? The game, everything in the street, like it's bad right now. It just shows you can't trust nobody. Everybody's trying to get off on somebody, and if you're making it, the nigga, you know what I mean? The person that's around you or somebody around you gonna help set you up and unalive you. Period. It's crazy, dangerous.
They running plays, and hey, bro, I swear to God, bro, if you dudes are on there, you got to be shaking in your boots, man, because in your feeble mind, you think you're smart, but you're not smart. What you did was everything that you would put out there about Big U, they're gonna clip that and they're gonna bring that to court and push that narrative that you guys helped him try to push a certain type of agenda to harm other individuals. I guarantee they're finna do that, bro. Yeah. Yeah. It's in there. It's in the paperwork. It's in the work. Go get it.
Wow.
It's up in there.
Nano Banana Pro is now on Artlist.
Y'all hear that? This is insane.
So everybody that's out there that's trying to make him look good, I'm trying to stick up for him, right? If you can go there and make a video, you don't know nothing about it, right? So you say, hey man, he ain't ever did this. They might try to get at you because they think that you're trying to save, help them up. Oh. Let me tell you, people, it's crazy out here. It's insane.
My bad, bro, Hamsky.
I'm just trying to figure out how he know all that.
Who?
How he know all that? Did that happen? Did that happen to him? Did he try to help out somebody and blog about it? And he what happened?
Probably.
3 years. Welcome back, Rusty. You know what I mean? What happened? What happened?
That's probably what happened, bro.
Insane, dog. It's crazy. Yeah. It's insane. It's insane, yeah. It's insane. Fuck, I messed up. Hold on.
Basically, when you read that paperwork, you have. I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post that part. But you podcasting, Big U, y'all scared of Big U. You know, Big U made you go do this. What you done was you showed a pattern, man, that the man is a violent individual. That's what you doing. You didn't help him. You up there, brother, you trying to defend that dude, bro. You did not help him, brother. You did more harm than good because what you did, you have basically, when you read that paperwork, you have basically solidified the narrative of the federal government. That's exactly what you just did. Yeah. You think you're smart, but you're not smart. You cause more harm than good. If you had love for the brother, you wouldn't be up there saying no shit like that. If you had love for that brother, you wouldn't be saying up there, he's saying he's a prominent individual in the community and all this and all that. You wouldn't be saying, man, he had all the sick so scared. You know, you wouldn't be saying that, he made you go do this.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, you wouldn't be
Yo,
saying
what up, bro? Sorry, I was just listening to the video. I got you, bro. I'm here.
dummy. Dudes be dummies, bro. You wouldn't be saying all that. So it's amazing, especially if you're not from over there in that section, because you don't know, dudes don't know him like we know him, bro. And if you're not from that section, you don't know that man characteristics like that, bro. And what you guys do is y'all go on about what he tell y'all. And that's why he's in trouble. The man's on the phone, man, bro. I swear to God, I ain't never seen no crap like this in my life. This man is on the phone, brother, talking crazy. He talk crazy about Nip. He talk crazy about me. He talk crazy about Six. He talk crazy.
That insane. The man.
Wow, bro.
Yeah. Real, bro. Big U is on the phone talking crazy.
What's up, Riaz? My bad.
What up, bro? It's all right, though, bro. It's all right. I was away for a while, bro. You know, I was just busy doing something else. I just came back, you know.
And that's what I'm saying. Some of y'all OGs, like, definitely, like, listening to these videos and hearing what's going on, you know what I mean? Because that's how the majority of people get caught. You know what I mean? If you hear some people get caught, they're telling on themselves in wiretap.
everybody telling on themselves on wiretap because people think, oh, they could just pick up the phone and brag about something. Like, you know what I mean? After they do it.
Wow, bro. I guess though as well though with some OGs as well though, they've kind of it's more like projection type thing, the way I'm getting it from Bill, bro. Is it like basically he's projecting cause he mad though that he never made it, but Nipsey made it, but instead of like, he playing the game of like, look, I'm happy for you, but at the same time I ain't though. Deep down inside he ain't though, he mad though. I don't know, you tell me though. Wow. That's interesting as well though, man. Wow. You there?
Yeah.
Wait, but rest in peace to Nipsey though, actually, Rest in peace, man. Wait, I thought, Rice, you know what? I wanted to tell you this. Basically, rest in peace, Nipsey. You know what Nipsey also did as well? He even co-signed a UK legend, though, by the name of Squeaks, though, right? He gave Squeaks a co-sign, basically, though, long time ago. I think I guess like 2014 or whatever, though, right? Maybe during that time, right? He gave Squeaks a co-sign, though, because Squeaks, made, his version to one of Nipsey's songs, though, right?
Yeah.
Basically Nipsey gave Squeaks a co-sign because he was hard, he was talented, and basically, that was just before then, though, So yeah.
This is after. What you say? This is after before he. This is before he died or like way before the whole thing happened.
Wait, before the way thing happened, though. Not before he passed away, but I mean before,
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, before, basically. That's what I was saying, though, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, like, with Greeks is right. He spent like about like he was locked up. They locked him up for like nearly like he was supposed to. Thing is spending like 6.5 years or something in jail or something like that. 2013, right? He and his friends and stuff like that, though, right? He was up and coming star in the music scene as well in UK in that time, though, right? But basically, he was caught at the wrong place, wrong time, right?
Right.
So he got him arrested, though, right? And he got arrested for that period, though. And you know what he did? He sent all his hard drives and his laptops to his management. So you know how music, though, came out from him, though, right? You know how music got released from him, though, before he went jail. He basically sent everything to his management, though, and and his management just released it on his behalf. So while he was locked up, he had some music, though, that was already, released before everything happened to him. And then he came out in 2019 and stuff. 2018, 2019, though. So, he back, though. And he cement. Yeah, but anyways, the rest in peace to Nipsey.
What do you think? You think they said that, on the tour bus that allegedly, we got to say that, Big U was, telling the police to go pull over Nipsey Hussle because he got, he got stuff on the tour bus.
Wow. So basically, allegedly, Big U basically snitched on him, right?
That's insane.
That's insane, though, man.
Insane.
I think you guys do this.
So is it basically though, right, bro? Is it like, deep down inside, it's more like jealousy. It's called evil eye for a reason though, bro, Good evil eye for a reason because, like jealousy or projection, and it kind of mad though that, Nipsey already made it to a major level and he himself never made it to that kind of level that Nipsey did.
I like the evil eye. I like the evil eye talk that you use on Riaz because a lot of people doing the evil eye shit where they got the evil eye in their background on their page.
But he's Jamaican. He's Jamaican living in Canada.
With their name in it. So I like the
Yeah,
way you
but
said it.
basic,
Be on top
yeah,
of your
but
game because you be watching
yeah,
a lot.
basically, evil item, like evil eye for what I believe in my faith though is like basically evil eye is like basically jealousy or hidden intentions though that is used, against somebody. So you say one thing, but you don't mean it. You mean something else.
Nation. No, it was somebody in my stream that was asking what's our nationality. So I told him I'm a citizen of the United States. The only one that's a European is Riaz. We're both American. That's our continent.
Yeah,
We're North
I'm
American.
a I'm
But
a
I'm from the
British
United
born
States and
Pakistani.
Canada.
So yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense though. So I'm from the UK, but I'm a Pakistani British born.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. I didn't want to tell him you were Pakistani. I just because you know where you were born. That's your nationality.
Yeah, but
You're
basically,
British.
though, right, my nationality is mostly UK because I'm like third generation.
Yeah,
My father is like second generation, just like me. So me and my father, right? But basically the
right.
same together. It's just that he's the second generation, I'm the third generation. But
Right.
basically, both his parents is Pakistani and they were born there. But my mom is originally from Pakistan, but they, since my parents married together, it's like bridging that type of thing. So
Right.
that type of thing. So yeah, basically though, the reason why I say it's evil eye for a reason because it's also the spiritual aspect as well. Because yes, you can actually see the aspects of you can actually someone can show you their intentions, but there's also a deeper hidden spiritual aspect too. So the reason why it's called evil eye for a reason because he's one projecting and two he's deeply jealous of that Nipsey at his age made it to a major platform and he international, right? While he at his age never made it.
Well
It
said.
wouldn't
Because a
matter. He
lot of
was
people,
already
Yeah,
working with the
because
police before Nipsey
I'm
made
gonna
it.
say though, bro, let's be
well
real
said.
though, right? Without Nipsey, would you actually know who a big U is though? I ain't hating on him, but let's be real on
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
yeah. People
yeah,
knew who he was because they
yeah.
have to check in. Riaz,
Yeah.
he's that guy.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was allowed to be that guy because he was working for the police. If I was working for the police, I think I was indestructible too. That's how
Wait,
they got
so
all this stuff
basically
on him.
though he's the informant, right?
Right.
Okay, wait, but I mean, okay,
And
look,
not
yeah,
only,
people know
and
him on the street level,
only
but
reason I'm
outside, I was gonna ask, all right,
but
outside that street level aspect, or does anybody know who he is without Nipsey, though?
not well now they do, but probably they probably didn't. But um he does have artists, and the West Coast is tight because they like listen to their own music too, like New York used to do.
Yeah,
But um
the UK
so
kind of does too, though, actually. So yeah,
yeah,
I get
so
you on that aspect though as well though, bro.
yeah,
I wanna
so
basically, right, I didn't actually tell so right, there's this, legend
but
in UK, Brixton legend. His name is
he
JJ No
was
Concern, right? Basically, he's been in jail for like 15 years, but he came out though, he came out recently and like he's talent he came out the same talent as he's always been and he recently released a song and everything people actually happy he's back though and everything he's trying to change his
right,
he's changed his ways his life he's matured up a bit so he had all that talent. It's just that basic, the place he grew up and the mindset he had. Of course, he had many choices, though, and music could have been his choice, though. But at that time, though, he wasn't thinking that. And some people, it's easier for us to say that, but at the same time, for some people, it's just the way they grew up and the way they were programmed, though. They, in their mind, think it's their only choice, but it's not their only choice. Because some actually, don't think like that, but some do. So that's why.
right.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually understand why though, actually, because I'm not about that life, so I see it differently.
Right.
Yeah, but I get. Oh, okay. So with Biggie, so people had to check in with him, though, right? Of course, he had
Yeah,
artists
but
too.
he
So
was
basically,
he was unbeknownst to him. He wasn't smart enough to understand that the police was just using it. This is where this all this comes into play because he got funded by the police to run a gang unit that was supposed to keep youngsters off the street and out of gangs. But he took the money out and put it in different accounts. Now he did take care of some of the kids, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
Yes, he did.
and
Yeah, but I know people know who he is now, though. But I'm saying very long, long time ago, outside of Nipsey, I don't think, other than basically his area who would know him. But outside of that area,
he
I doubt
did take
nobody else
some of
would
those
have known.
kids. Yeah, I'm back. Everything just flipped out for a second. I don't know what's going on.
Right.
But
Okay, wait, but I'm
oh, I
not
think because I
hating him.
opened up
I'm
another
just being
program.
real, though,
But
bro. That's just how
he
it is.
did
And
take some of the money. Oh yeah,
One at a time.
he,
Go ahead. One at a
he
time.
took some of the money, but he was involved in extortion. And what happened was they started watching him way before he caught on. And so they had all this evidence built up against him, and now he's he's in hot water. This dude is telling exactly Chef Connor what I said, right? And I alleged everything. You can't lay down with the devil with a dog and not get fleas. I don't know what that means.
You say that all the time.
wow. Okay, that makes sense.
What does that
though.
remove the space mean?
I don't know. That pop up on mine. That just promoting your Twitch. That pop up on mine all the time. You hear me?
It do?
Yeah, it promotes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear you. But what do it
Oh,
mean?
yeah, because
If
it's
you're on for like an
connected.
hour, right? So you hear me? If you're on for like an hour, it promotes it. Like like when I first came on, it just something popped up to show me that I completed a couple like days live. Like I completed certain things. So you unlock these certain things when you go on Twitch. Like if you check out when you go to hit AZ shit, it's the same shit. Certain stuff pop up every time he's on certain thing, and then when you got a certain comments and
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to see what it remove the space. I'm trying to Jolly Man the Gal, best viewer streamboo.com. Okay.
wow.
I'm go to
I
that.
don't
That's
think-
just somebody
okay.
came in that said that. I'll check it out. I don't know what it is, but
That automatically, I said that promotes.
it automatically do it.
that's promotion. Yeah, that comes up on mine, yours, everybody that has a Twitch that comes up.
Okay. That's interesting, though. But yeah, man. I was saying, like, to
Okay.
me, as by the way I see, based on the time did you
That's
have
the thing with
Nipsey
Twitch,
in a
like
way he
you get
did.
your own little like. Once you get bigger, you get like a own little sponsor. Then you get like certain ads, like certain commercial. Like if you notice AZ, you got a lot of sponsors. Like every year you get your followers up, and it goes up. They get up to 100 followers, and you get certain sponsors. You get to use certain ads. You know what I mean? So like, you hear me, right? Certain little things. You're gonna see a lot of certain things popped up, like every now and then, like every time you go on Twitch.
Okay, that's interesting. But I was, the reason why though, bro, I said though that it's evil eye for a reason, because that is, also you can actually deal with what's external, but then sometimes it's an internal thing as well, though. So sometimes, with some people, though, right? Some people, right? If they may act like they're happy for you, but deep down inside they're not. Depending on how a bigger level you get and stuff like that, because deep down inside they want to get to it though, but some people just don't, they didn't make it, so they have to, they kind of project that onto other people. And also maybe the probably the reason he probably set him up is because Nipsey probably, what he was promoting or like what he was aiming for, like the unity thing though, was it like that type thing, and he didn't want that.
Yeah.
Because wait, didn't he didn't Nipsey wanna unite, do the unity thing between both the Bloods and both the Crips together and stuff, like end their conflict and stuff like that?
Yeah. He was he was definitely uniting and doing everything that
Yeah,
they didn't
so
want.
basically he's a definition of a real one though, like, it's not just that he promoted the unity thing. Like, when I told you though about someone I know in UK, he's a legend now. Basically, Nipsey gave him a cosign. No, this is before, long time ago, before Nipsey passed away. Like probably it's like 2013, 2014 time though, you know. So before everyone else knew him though, you know.
Yeah. But that's why I said it's sad that happened to him because he was trying to help.
Yeah.
He was actually helping out people.
Yeah, it is. It is sad though. I agree with you though, bruh.
Huh?
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. It is sad though, man. Yes, all right. Everything's going good for me though, man. You know, since it's it's Ramadan right now, and I fasted though, man. So it's 5 fast though that went by. It's like day 5 today, you know,
Yeah.
day 5. So I guess it was 26 fasts to go. So yeah, since it's the 5th day, so yeah, today's like 5. So I think it's like another 25 more to go.
I hope this is chaos for the streets. Right now, California gonna be wild, gonna be
Yeah.
going crazy in the summertime. You know, there are people calling out people, saying why people jump to this side, go hang with other people, and Big U die. It's a lot. And now it's like, man, nobody could trust each other. That's what I
Wow.
see in the situation. Everybody was like, to me, I don't want, but it looks like even it just seemed like it wasn't Big U wasn't the only person that was getting off on Nifty Hustle. What do you think? What do you think, Riaz? Right? You know,
I
I'm just
think I think so. You have a point on that though, bruh. And also, do you think there's also gonna be a split between the ones who are young and the ones who are older too? The older ones though,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, like
yeah,
they don't trust the younger ones, and younger ones don't trust older, or like basically, you know, they split on the fact of who was right and who was wrong and stuff like that. And then new factions will be created though, and the new factions will start beefing with each other, and older factions though, either choose to back one or the other, or the other factions though try to keep their ground or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how that works though, but I'm just, if I had to, you know, predict, I only just look from the outside though, because I'm not really about that life though, so I wouldn't know.
for real though. I think them young niggas are gonna go hard in the summertime because this is like war.
Wait,
And
is it also though
like
not
I
just
really like
emotions? Do you
it's
think
like
in the summertime, because of the heat though, do you think also the heat during the summer also just adds it up even more though? Because in the summertime though, the heat can make people feel some kind of way, but then also the feelings too though can get in the way of that too. So yeah, I get you on that kind of aspect too.
it's gonna be super crazy. There's gonna be a lot of people. A lot of people right now gonna feel some type of way about this news, and what they had going on. As I said, there's a lot of stuff that was going on behind the scene. Like, wow, they was fighting, they was going at each other. Think about it. They made them fight. You know what I mean? That's insane.
Yeah, I get you on that kind of aspect though, man. But also, the reason why I was saying that, though, I'm not hating on Biggie, but at the same time, no, bro, it was because of Nipsey, though, that more people know about him on a wider aspect, though. Like, other than people in his area, though, who know him, no, that's his area. I'm talking about more, on a bigger scale, though. Nipsey did help put him on the map, and that kind of aspect, though, I see where you're getting at, though.
Yeah, I get you. You get what you're saying about Nipsey, and what level he had you on, but he had his big. You had his ways too. Ria. Like
No, I know. I'm not denying that, but I'm saying though Nipsey helping him also doubled that more and more on his own. Of course, he had his own impact too, but I'm saying though, him basically being with Nipsey increased it more. Of course, he had his own rep and stuff like that, but then I'm saying the rep with Nipsey it also increased it more. So I'm not denying what you're saying, but at the same time, you know what I mean? No, both, basically, That's what I'm actually getting at too. So, on
And
a bigger scale though.
you gotta remember, Big U's got a son in the NFL, right?
Okay.
So, and he's got like major ties with I guess as a superstar, Shaq. A lot of people that donated to his foundation or whatever he has going on or whatever the fuck they was donating to.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, he was no, like they knew who he was.
Okay. That makes sense though.
He had a lot of connection. What's going on? Trust me, a lot.
Yeah, but I guess so. That's why, I'm saying it's called evil eye for a reason. 'Cause that's just how it is, though, bro. Because deep down inside, do you think also jealousy played a factor
Yeah,
too, though?
he was definitely. I think he was definitely jealous of Nipsey Hussle. He was definitely jealous of him. No, like no, if it's if you're like trying to like you're hating on somebody and someone caught on and then now you're not you find out oh
Wait,
shit.
did Nipsey pass away like about at 27, right? Or was it 27 or was he like 30 something? I think it was 27, right?
I must have been like 33 or something like that. Something 30. I don't know. I don't know if it was. Yeah, it's in 30. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess so. Wait, probably in some kind of way, the reason why he's deeply jealous too, though, is Nipsey's achieved a lot of bigger impact though at his age though than Big U did at his when Big U was his age though, basically, that type of aspect too.
Right.
And also, though, wait, do you also think this? But let me ask this: do you think also, though, in some kind of way, no matter how big Nipsey got, though, do you think Big U just sees him as that, young kid, though, that was always under him?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that when you in, as I said, and it's the same thing goes anywhere. Only the only way you're gonna get out of that unless you in the Caribbean or like Africa and them places. Or like say like India or like other countries. But when you're over here, yeah, when you're in North America, it's gonna be like that.
It's
It's
kind
always
of similar. It's a similar dynamic where I'm at too.
if
It's
you're in, if you're in an organization or a gang and you become a rapper, you gonna always have to, what I mean, get back to the crew. So yeah, he always thought that big Nipsey Hussle was underneath him because like what you said, Nipsey Hussle was getting more shine on him. He felt like he was taking the spotlight too much. A lot of stuff.
Yeah, but the thing though, as well as Nipsey being a real one as well, at least he actually cares deep down inside. He cares about, people and stuff like that. He wanted to do what was right. You know what, Nipsey could have just decided, look, he made it though and he could have left him behind, but he didn't want to though, no matter what though, he kept it real and tried to actually help out. He could
Yeah,
have just left. He could have literally made so much money and he could have left them behind, though. Because in some kind of way, though, like, yeah, he can help out some people here or there, but, in some kind of way, like, the more and more successful a person gets, the more and more jealousy, builds up, though.
people that got, people that was there before you, that was making it before you. Then you now build up yourself, doing your own thing. You see what I'm saying? No, you're doing your thing. People want to come back around and eat off you, or like, think they, oh yeah, what I mean? They beneath me, so let's go right like that. Yeah, that only people only do that to people they know. They say they so
Yeah,
called.
but there's also no. I get you, and the people who they know. But I also say this though, in some kind of way, in some aspects, though, even if you know the person and you want to help them, but same time though, like where you go though, in certain spaces though, you're gonna have to leave some people behind, no, because the way they move and stuff, and how it's gonna reflect on a person's name. I'm not saying it ain't right though, but same time, no, it's deeper than that.
Mm, yeah, man, it's crazy out here. A lot of friend killers out here that will unalive their own homies, set up their own people, their own brother that they went to school with, kindergarten. Like as I said, none of my friends that I went to like school with, like from we was small.
never had a problem with anything. You know what I mean? As I said, never had no type of stuff where, you know what I mean, we had to talk about, we had to think about, yo, should I be able to, you know, can I trust this dude? No, not, you know what I mean? We might have disagreement, but not like stuff where we're trying to backstab each other. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like I said, that's why I said, you know,
Yeah, I get you on that
wait,
aspect too, though, bro.
I'm not saying everything is like that. Every, you know, every, you know, friend is like that, but it just seems like there's a lot of that going on in today's era where people just want to be people friends because they see them got nice stuff and then they get off on them when they get the chance. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's insane.
Yeah, of course, though, man. I'm not saying though. I get you on that kind of aspect too, though, man. But I guess though, too, that's why I say it's called an evil eye for a reason. Because you know, some people, I wouldn't generalize. Though. Some people will be genuinely. Some people are genuinely happy for the people that genuinely made it, though, because they made it, though. You know, and they knew them, though. And despite that, though, you know, there
Yeah.
are people that will always be happy for other people, but then there's some people. The ones I'm speaking of is the people, though, you know, that aren't, though, you know, the ones who say they are, but deep down inside they're not, because they actually, you know, so their face can actually, you know, when you take a look at their face, his face, when you read his face, you can literally tell what he's thinking, though, you know, and also the way he's moving too, though.
Oh, yeah, for
Like
sure.
when you read his body language and his face, you can actually tell how he's really, really thinking. He can say one thing from his mouth and stuff like that, but you know, he's just saying it out of his mouth. Does he really mean it though?
That's crazy. Yeah, you're right though. You know, it's just this is just you know just I don't know. Yo, it's a part at some point of this though, Riaz. It's a part of you can't be a rapper and you can't be. That's what I was saying. You can't be related
You
to
can't
somebody
do in
and
and
then be
it's
around the
called
street life. Be around the street
it,
life and be the person that the
right. It's called the
running.
wait, isn't it called the in and out mentality? You can't
Yeah,
be one foot in and you can't be one foot out. You have to choose one. And
yeah.
if you're doing that in and out mentality, you have to be careful how you do that because that past life, though, even if you try to leave, will always catch up to you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can give you specific examples from where I'm from. Now, you have somebody like that, you know? Like, literally, you got this guy, Nine Star, right? Literally, legend known scene. He's retired from the music stuff and he's doing business and he's doing film industry stuff. But, you know, before, right, he was doing the street stuff and he was doing music too. But he's